3 Mental health benefits of staying single. In this video, we'll discuss 3 general mental health benefits of staying single. References can be found in the description box below. Staying single can have numerous mental health benefits. This includes everything from getting to know yourself again, especially after a bad divorce or breakup, or learning how to put yourself first without guilt. This point is especially true for divorced men who were in a provider role while married, and sacrificed financially to meet everyone else's needs. However, for the sake of brevity, we'll discuss only 3 of the many benefits of the solo path. Number 1. Greater autonomy. Being single allows you to make decisions independently and take control of your life. You can pursue your interests and hobbies without having to compromise with a partner. This can lead to a greater sense of autonomy and self-reliance. This is a great point provided by Psychology Today. Freedom is probably the most important thing for those of us who are doing our own thing. I can truly say that I enjoy not having to convince or organize decisions with a girlfriend. This freedom is something that men can take for granted when we are single, but are quickly reminded of when coupled up. This extra coordination begins on the very first dinner date, when you typically need to determine if your date has any food allergies, dietary restrictions, or even if she avoids alcohol due to a lifestyle choice. Fast forward to being in a full-blown relationship. Now let's say you want to devote your entire weekend to watching football, working out, and hobbies. This typically is not available when you must coordinate your activities with a partner. She may want to spend the weekend as a couple attending her niece's 3rd birthday party, going for a hike, going to brunch, hitting the farmer's market, and then meeting friends for drinks and dinner that evening. Navigating these 2 diverging viewpoints on how to spend a weekend as a couple will certainly require a lot of communication and negotiation between 2 people. It's entirely possible to come to a compromise where both people get to do some of the things they want to do. However, as a solo person, you do not have to compromise. You have the autonomy and freedom to pick and choose exactly what you want to do, without the added stress of balancing another person's wish list items. Number 2. Reduce stress. Single people tend to have lower levels of stress compared to those in unhappy relationships. They also have more time to focus on their personal growth and well-being. Medical News Today reported that single people tend to have less stress than those in unhappy relationships. This is a vital point because increased stress levels can lead to increased cortisol levels in the body. Cortisol is an essential hormone that affects almost every organ and tissue in your body. However, too much cortisol is very bad for the body. A few symptoms of high cortisol are weight gain, especially in your face and abdomen, high blood sugar, which often turns into type 2 diabetes, and high blood pressure, hypertension. All 3 of the listed symptoms can turn deadly and can potentially take years off of your life. And the irony is that source of this stress could be from holding on to a toxic and unhappy relationship. All for the sake of not being alone. In my own personal experience, I held on to a spiraling marriage about 18 months to 2 years longer than I should have. I ended up with some of the health issues described in this video. Only after I went no contact with my ex-wife was I able to turn my health around and get on track. Number 3. Increased creativity. Solitude can help you tap into your creative side. When you're alone, you have the freedom to explore your thoughts and emotions without any distractions. This can lead to greater creativity and self-expression. Many famous loners are able to be at their peak creativity due to the solitude afforded by staying solo. One of the most well-known athletes, yet lesser-known introverts, aka loner, is the retired basketball player Michael Jordan. I'm sure that his competitive nature and overwhelming drive to practice tens of thousands of hours, and become arguably the best basketball player of all time, could be attributed to his ability to be alone for extended periods of time. 10 years ago, when I suddenly found myself alone after a divorce, I used the solitude the divorce provided to learn how to write Python computer code, level up my information technology career, and to improve my physical fitness levels. All 3 have paid massive dividends as I now approach 50 years old. In my opinion, and from my first-hand experience, I recommend that men who find themselves on the other side of a divorce use the newly found single life in solitude in a positive manner, like advancing their career, traveling to new locations, and physical fitness. Rushing back into a relationship or marriage versus staying single is probably not a good long-term idea. Also, gentlemen, try to keep in mind that you are not in competition with your ex-wife on who can find a new long-term partner the fastest. with all of the benefits of staying single. It's a wonder to me why people stay in toxic or dysfunctional relationships. Read the articles and let us all know what you think as it applies to your life. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe.